Hello, it's Teresa from Your Mama's Book Reviews. Anyway, I am here with another book review, and I have Bella's creepy little stuffy.
No!
Hello, I'm the creepy fuggler.
Oh.
And now I've got the Ethel Beans. Oh, hello, Ethel Beans. So I listened to a couple of books on Audible, but the two that I remember that I listened to is one I listened to, The Bluest Eye by Toni Morrison, but I didn't like it, and I know it's supposed to be super popular. I thought it was like kind of like all over the place, and I think maybe if I'd read it in person, it might have been a little bit easier, and because I listened to it, I didn't know what was going on from minute to minute, went from character to character, didn't make any sense, and there was a really nasty scene in it where father does bad things to his daughter and is told in the point of view of the father, and I found it extremely disturbing, and I did not like the book at all. And then I listened to I'm forgetful. I just looked at it not 5 seconds ago. I listened to The Ruins by Scott Smith. I had about an hour left and I gave up. I DNF'd it. I'm not gonna lie. It was boring as all heck. It was really cool because the guy who was reading it is the guy who plays Raoul from Phantom of the Opera, and I'm a fan of his acting, even though I don't remember his name. He's also the guy who wears the pee-pee suit on the Aquaman movies, the brother, and he was really good at reading. His voice is like silk. It's like so nice to listen to, but I just thought the book was so boring. It just went on and on and on, and it's a story of this group of friends, and they go to where like the Mayan temples are, and they basically get stuck there. The villagers won't let them leave. There's a reason why. I'm not going to say why in case you read it, because it's kind of supposed to be like you have to read it to find out. But I just thought that it was like a lot of inner dialogue, and I thought it was really boring, and I really didn't care about any of the characters. I thought that they were all kind of like selfish and just self-indulged, and I didn't like the book at all. And I know a lot of people loved it. I really wanted to like it. I didn't like it though. I'm sorry if you liked it. I thought it was poo-poo. I listened to this book, or I did not listen to it, I read it, called House of Hollow by Crystal Sutherland. This book I actually really, really liked. But this is about Iris, and Iris and her two sisters disappear when they are children. And then a month later they reappear, and their hair is white and their eyes are black, and nobody knows what happened, and they don't remember what happened. And so now they're older, and Iris's sisters have grown up and they're out of the house, and she's trying to fit in. She's trying to like make a life for herself with her, I think it's just her mom. Is it just her mom? I don't remember. But in any case, she's trying to make a life for herself. What are you doing?
Trying to get the cat to look at the camera.
Ethel. Say, hello. I'm the Ethel Beans. Ethel did not like that. She didn't want to say hello. See, when Ethel demands pets, Ethel insists on pets. Ethel also likes to jump. The kids have a bunk bed in my room on the bottom of my bed, and she likes to jump up on the top bunk and then jump down on me. And look, she's not light. She's a heavy, little hefty girl. So anyway, Iris and her older sisters, they disappear, and then now they're older, and her sisters are out of the house, and the oldest sister goes missing. And so the two other sisters have to try to figure out what happened, and obviously it's all connected to what happened before. And I actually really, really loved this book. I'm going to give this one to my stepsister because it's fantasy-ish and horror. And parts of it were definitely creepy. It wasn't scary at all, but creepy. And I think my stepsister will like it because she really likes fantasy. So anyway, this was a really good book, and I loved it, and I think that my stepsister will also love it. I just finished this one last night called The House in the Pines by Anna Reyes, and I loved the beginning and I liked the end, but the middle was draggy. It dragged on. There was a lot of like her just going around. Anyway, let me tell you what it's about. It is about Maya, and when she was a senior in high school, her best friend dropped dead, and years later she's watching this viral video, and she sees the guy that was with her best friend when she died, and the same thing happens to the girl that he's with. She just drops dead. And so the guy was already creepy, but now Maya is thinking, like, what could he have done that caused these women to drop dead? And so she goes back home with her mom, where her mom is, and is trying to figure out what happened with this dude. And like, she had dated him briefly, and there was this time, like these times when she couldn't remember what happened. Like, she'd be one place and then she'd be another, and she didn't remember what happened with the hours in between. And so she goes on a quest to find out what's going on and how her best friend died. And like I said, the beginning, it was like really good. I really enjoyed it. I liked the writing. The ending I thought was really good. You could kind of guess a little bit, at least I was able to, kind of what was going on. Not completely, but kind of. But I thought that it wrapped up very well. But the beginning just kind of dragged a little bit, that was all. It was still a really good book though, and I really enjoyed it. And then there were 2 more books, but I only have one. I finished the Black City series. The first one was Black City, and then was Phoenix and Wings. Phoenix I got from the library, so I had to return it. And then they didn't have Wings, so I actually had to buy Wings. And I got the first book from Ollie's. So I gave the first book to my sister, and that's why I want to make sure that I can give her this book. So this is a series. It is dystopian, which I always forget the word. For some reason, I always think of the word eclectic, and I don't know why. But it's dystopian, and, you know, America has been changed into all these segments. And there's this girl, Natalie, and there's these, for lack of a better word, vampires. I think I talked about it in the last video. They're kind of vampires, and they live off of blood. And there's a lot of segregation between the humans and the vampires, and essentially werewolves. And there's like half-breeds that are half and half, and it's illegal for you to breed with the vampires, and like, you can't intermingle. It's illegal. And so this girl, Natalie, ends up falling in love with one of the vampires, Ash. And it wasn't as cheesy as it sounded. The first book was really good. I really, really liked it. And the second book was even better. I loved the second book. This one, again, it dragged. It was a lot of politics this time, which I understand is necessary to talk about, like, this government and how it came about and what ends up with it. But if you don't mind politics, and either way, like, I made it through it with no problems, and I'm half brain dead half the time. But yeah, this was really good. This was kind of just a good ending to the series, and yeah, I liked it. So now I have to find another book to start. My husband told me that I could order 50 books on Amazon. I did not order 50, but I did order, like, I don't know, what was it, Bella, like 30 some?
40.
It was a lot. So I'm really, really excited to read some more, and I'm going through books really fast, faster than I have since before my parents died. So I'm pretty excited about it, and I hope you like this video, and like and subscribe, because it's your mama's book reviews. Dude.
Dude.
You could turn it off now. Please.